Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA, gateway to the 7 theme lands of the Magic Kingdom. As you approach the entrance, please keep your party together and have your tickets ready.
Broadcasting live from 38 Studios in Providence, this is the Go Ask Mickey podcast, helping you with the tips, tricks, and the tools needed to save you time and money on your next Disney vacation. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, send them to goaskmickey@gmail.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Go Ask Mickey podcast. My name's Jerry from goaskmickey.com, and we've made it to episode number 31. 31 this week. Wow, that's unbelievable. Joining me, as always, is the fanatical Fast Eddie. On this week's episode, we are talking about the do's and don'ts of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. There's a lot of things going on at this type of a party. You're paying a lot of money for a party like this, and you don't want to miss out on all the good stuff. So we're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts, because you don't want to wait hours in line for all this stuff, and you don't want to miss out on the good stuff. So we're going to talk about that later on. All right, we're going to get right into it this week for the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the do's and the don'ts. We're going to get into it right after this.
What is it?
It's so pretty.
I'm feeling happy, which is a big deal for me.
I want to touch it. Oh.
Hey, come back. Come on back here.
I'm gonna get you.
I want to get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna swim with you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna be your best friend. Good feelings gone.
This is the Go Ask Mickey podcast.
All right, this week's main topic is about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which has started at the Magic Kingdom already this year. Now, this Very Merry Christmas Party is a Christmas party that Disney really knows how to throw a great Christmas party. They have cocoa, they have cookies, they're incredible holiday shows. They star Mickey and the Disney pals, and they have a Christmas parade as well as the fireworks, one of the best fireworks show you're gonna get at Magic Kingdom, basically. So Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is a special event that happens every holiday season in the Magic Kingdom on select dates. Now, the Magic Kingdom closes early at 7 p.m, and the party begins. So if you have a ticket for this, you want to get there, and they allow you to come in at 4 o'clock. Now, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you get in, you're allowed in, and you can mingle with everybody else who's there, allowed to stay until 7 p.m. But what I've heard is that they're bringing all those people who will have park tickets, but not tickets for the hard ticket event. They're only allowed to stay on Main Street. So Main Street is somewhere where you do not want to be. So from 4 to 7, I would stay away from Main Street. I would do something else other than be on Main Street, because they're pulling in everybody who's at the park that day and doesn't have a ticket, and they're pushing them on Main Street. So keep that in mind that when you go, that is a huge thing to stay away from. Now, the select dates are from, let me get into it. November, there's the 9th, the 10th, the 12th, the 14th, the 16th, the 17th, the 26th, and the 28th. And December is December 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 8th, the 10th, the 12th, the 14th, the 15th, the 17th, the 19th, the 21st, and the 22nd. And it is a special ticketed event, and it costs a lot of money to attend. The tickets can and should be purchased in advance, and you can buy them at the gate, but it costs extra money. So many of the parties sell out, and the tickets aren't available at the gate. So the closer you get to Christmas, the more likely they will be sold out. So, the price scale, let's go with the price scale, for the tickets, which have been on sale since of May. So if you haven't gotten them now, you should be getting them real soon because it's almost December. Prices range from, let's say, $89 to $109 per adult. And kids are about $5 cheaper. Yes, let me say that again. Kids are $5 cheaper. That's crazy, right? But that's Disney for you. And your kid is only 3 years of age to 9. So if you have a 10-year-old, they're considered adults. So that's an expensive night. And DVC members, they have special rates also available. So your party ticket will get you to the park at 4 o'clock. And if you want to visit the Magic Kingdom before 4, you will need a regular ticket to get in, which I do not suggest. That is crazy. That's expensive. Let's get into what is going on at the party. There's a Frozen Holiday Wish. Now, the cast of Frozen kicks off the party with a Frozen Holiday Wish. It's a short skit on the castle stage where Elsa, Anna, and Olaf, and Kristoff invite you to celebrate Christmas, and Queen Anna, whatever you want to call her, uses her magic powers to light up the castle. That starts the whole party when they light up the castle. And it glows throughout the night with 300,000 holiday lights are amazingly. They lit up the whole castle. It's something, you gotta see it. And the Frozen Holiday Wish is performed 2 times during the night. It's at 6:15 and 8 o'clock, so you don't want to miss that. Now, opening attractions, one of the biggest and the biggest benefits of going to Mickey's Very Merry Party is the short lines on the rides. The only probably wait you're going to get is Seven Dwarfs. Sorry. Complete busy signal going on right there. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train will probably, it always has a line no matter when. So, but the rides that are going to be open are in Fantasyland is the Carousel, Dumbo, It's a Small World, Princess Fairy Tale Hall, they'll have the princesses there, Mad Tea Party, PhilharMagic, the Barnstormer, Under the Sea, Enchanted Tales with Belle, Ariel's Grotto, Peter Pan, and Seven Dwarfs. In Liberty, they have only the Haunted Mansion, and Frontierland is Splash Mountain, Country Bear, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Adventureland has Pirates and Carpets of Aladdin and Swiss Family Treehouse, which is really not... I don't consider that an attraction, but some people do. Tomorrowland is Stitch's Great Escape, Buzz's, Monsters Inc., the TTA, the Astro Orbiter, Space Mountain, and Tomorrowland Speedway. Now this can change. They can close them and open, whatever, you know. So those should be open. One of the big draws in the holiday Christmas party is a special holiday show that happens during the party. Now, there are a few different shows. We'll get into those right now. And that is a totally Tomorrowland Christmas show. This stars of Tomorrowland, Buzz Lightyear, Stitch, and Mike Wazowski bring some holiday cheer to the Rocket Tower Plaza stage in the middle of Tomorrowland. So this is a show in Tomorrowland. The show itself includes singing, dancing, and even Stitch as a trans-dimensional hunt for Santa himself. Now, that's a show that goes on in Tomorrowland. Now, there's Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration is a Christmas extravaganza on the castle forecourt stage. And that stars Mickey and his friends, plus Clarabelle Cow, Chip and Dale, Woody and Jesse, Snow White, Dopey, Peter Pan, and Wendy, Pinocchio, and Jiminy Cricket. Wow, there's a lot of people. Plus Alice and the White Rabbit, and it's all good dancing and good music. So it's a character party, and it's during the party you can dance the night away with the characters at Cosmic Rays, and that's also over in Tomorrowland. And you can at Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, and you can dance with the character. They also have parades. Now the parade is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade, and the parade is really an amazing. It's awesome. The reindeer are really cool, and it's called the Once a Time Christmas Parade, and you should not miss that. All the characters are out in their holiday finest, dancing reindeer and a band of soldiers, dancing gingerbread men, and a visit from the big guy himself. This parade is shown 2 times each night during the party, and it's usually 8:15 and 10:30. So I suggest, if you're going to go, I would go to the 10:31 because it's going to be less crowded. 8:15, you're going to have more kids there. It's going to be a lot more crowded because it's earlier, and the parents will probably leave earlier with their kids. So I would advise you to hit the 10:30, probably have a little bit more room, and check that one out. They also have a Holiday Wishes Celebrate of the Spirit of the Season, which is the best parts of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is the fireworks show, and that's at 9:30. Now the Holiday Wishes Celebrate the Season and hits with a bang as one of the best fireworks show you're going to see all year. The music is great, the fireworks are amazing, and it's a 360-degree firework display as volleys come from around the Magic Kingdom. So it's all around you, and it's really cool because if you get closer to the castle, the better off you're going to be as far as seeing everything. Its timeless Christmas carols are the perfect backdrop to the magical display, and the show lasts 12 minutes and ends in the patented Disney bang, which lights up the sky. It's really, really cool. And then, yes, it will snow on Main Street. Yes, snow. The neatest thing that Disney does has to be the snow on Main Street. Most of the night, snow will fall from atop some of the buildings on Main Street. Okay, it's not really snow. It's more like soap. But it looks like snow, and it's not cold. So you get the benefits of the snow, and you're not freezing it really gives a good, nice feel to the whole party. Now, there are also character meets, the meet and greets, which are huge. It's a great, the party is a great place to do character meet and greets, and the characters do come out and celebrate in their Christmas attires, so you're going to get your Christmas Jack Skellingtons and all that stuff. Here are some of the characters who are found at the party, and they usually show up in Storybrooke Circus. So it's going to be Minnie, Daisy, Donald, Scrooge McDuck, which is awesome, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, Jack Skellington and Sandy Claus, and there's various princesses and their princes. So those can vary from, party to party. There is a special line that forms at Princess Fairy Tale Hall for party guests, and many of the princes will be available for meet and greet with their princes. So get there early. The lines can get very long. So, especially for like the Jack Skellington and Scrooge McDuck, because you don't see them normally like that. And I just want to say, like, normally you don't want to miss you get walk-on rides, which are great, but you don't want to miss the important parts of why you bought a ticket. And it was for the show itself, for the party. And you don't want to miss the party parts. You can get Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride any other day, but you can't get Scrooge McDuck, or you can't get the Cocoa and Cookies, or the shows, or the snow. So enjoy all that stuff, because it's not going to be there the next day. So I suggest you try those things and look for those things, because it changes, your whole aspect of going to the party and how it feels and getting your money's worth, basically. They also have cookies and cocoa. One of the really cool things that Mickey offers is the Cocoa and Cookies, and Disney hands out free cookies and cocos all night long during the party at certain locations. So you got to stop by a certain number of locations, and that is the Columbia Harbor House, the Friars Nook, the Lunching Pad, Pete's Silly Sideshow, and Tortuga Tavern. Those are the only places you're going to get those cookies and the cocoa. And I heard the cocoa is amazing. I've never had it, but I heard it's unbelievable. So definitely check those out. And they also have allergy-friendly cookies, apple slices, and apple juice. They're also available on request. So they have those as well if you're allergic to any of these other things. There's certain reasons, that you might not want to go to this type of a party. Now, I'll get into that a little bit later, but there's certain tips that you need to know if you are going, and that's if you're, number one, if you're traveling with a small kid, any kids, real young, you're gonna want to chill out for that day and just go and hit this party at 4 o'clock when it opens. Kids don't stay up that late. They get cranky. Make sure you feed them before you go, so it's not, meltdowns for a cheeseburger, whatever they want. Do all that stuff beforehand, before you get to this party, because once you're there, you don't want to miss out on all that stuff. And you don't want to wait in lines, waiting for certain things, especially with kids, because it's tough to wait in any line with a kid. Relax all day and then hit the park early at 4 o'clock when they open, because you don't want to be having a meltdown with the kid, because that stinks. And definitely go to the early parade, because you don't want to be up until 10:30, I think is the last parade. So get there early and hang out, stay off of the main street, because that's where it's going to be crowded, and save the meet and greet for last. There are people there that go specifically for these events and just to go for the meet and greets, because you're not going to get those photo ops at any other time. And the lines can get crazy long. Some people line up as soon as they get there. 4 o'clock, they're there, and these characters don't come out until 7. One of the most popular ones are Jack Skellington and Santa Claus. People start lining up early. And the Seven Dwarfs, also, that's another popular one. So if you're a family and you really want to see and do all that stuff that the party offers, I would wait till the end of the night and jump in line. Once people stop moving out, once the crowds get thinner and the wait gets shorter, I would definitely make an attempt to go see those characters then. Get everything done first, Definitely, like I said before, watch the second parade, because the second parade is going to be less crowded. Everybody's going to go to the first parade, and they're going to ditch out of there, especially with the young kids. And also pay attention to the weather, because the weather plays a huge factor. If it rains, they might cancel some of the parades, they might cancel the fireworks, but the party will still go on. And you don't want to be stuck there in the rain, waiting, not knowing whether there's going to be fireworks or whatever. So definitely pay attention to that. And there's also huge thing is the party merchandise. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party merchandise is available at select locations throughout the park. It should be on your map, and they can sell out really quickly. So if you're strolling through the Emporium on your way into the park, and you see something that you must have, don't leave it for later. Grab it, because it might not be there. Don't miss the stage shows. That's another tip. Do not miss the stage shows. Try to get the ones that you are interested in. Like I said earlier, those are the ones, if there's one that piques your interest, check it out. Go there, wait earlier, get a good spot, and check out the show because they're worth it. The kids love it, and it puts you in the mood. Definitely try the holiday treats. Now, each year, Christmas party is a free Christmas treat handed out at various locations. And some are different kinds of goodies, as well as the cocoa and the cookies. Now, a snow cone and a snowman soft pretzel is available, and that's just for these parties, is at Tortuga Tavern over in Adventureland. There's eggnog and ginger molasses cookie at Liberty ticket office. There's a silky smooth silky smooth Dove chocolate and sparkling apple cider at Friar's Nook. There's a Nesquik chocolate milk and peppermint crunch cookie, which I heard is awesome, at Pete's Silly Sideshow. Definitely check out the peppermint crunch cookie. There's hot chocolate, apple cider, and cookies at Pinocchio's Village House, Santa Claus cookie and snow cone at Auntie Gravity's Galactic Goodies, hot chocolate and snickerdoodles as Cosmic Rays, hot chocolate and peppermint bark cookie at the Lunching Pad, snow cone and snowman sugar cookies at the Friar Nook, eggnog ginger snap, molasses cookie at Heritage House, Liberty Square, and a spiced apple cider snowman sugar cookie is available at Pete's Silly Sideshow. Arrive there early enough as per tip 2, and you may have to enjoy them all. So get there early. Definitely get there early because they run out. I think that's pretty much it for tips. Now, let's take a break. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with the 5 reasons not to go to the Christmas party. So these are the don'ts as far as the do's and the don'ts. You don't want to miss this because this is a huge part of why people don't go to these parties and why people do go to this party. We'll get into all that right after this.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Whatever We Have in Stock Are Us, your one-stop place to shop for whatever we happen to have lying around at the time.
You are now entering a world from which you will never return. You may choose to embrace it or fight it, but you cannot change it, nor can you go back. How you choose to feel will determine how you feel. Accept this willingly and you will be enlightened. Fight it and you be damned, but it is your choice to make. Your happiness is in your own mind.
That was awesome!
Alright, we are back. You're listening to the Go Ask Mickey podcast, voted number 1 the last 4 years for best Disney World podcast is somebody else. It's not us. It's somebody. I know it's somebody. I don't know who, but it's somebody. So congratulations to them. This week we are talking about the Mickey's do's and don'ts. Sorry, the do's and don'ts of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. There's a lot of things going on at this party, and we're just dissecting it piece by piece. So we're into the top, I'd say 5 reasons not to go to this party. Number 1, let's get into this, okay? There's a lot of reasons why people don't go to these parties, and a lot of people go to these parties. So this is the number 1 reason not to go, is because it's too expensive. When it comes to this party, it is pretty expensive for what you get. And if you are asking if it's worth it, then it's probably not. Tickets start, I think it was $89 for a family of 4 that will spend over $325 for just a few hours in the Magic Kingdom. And that is a lot of money for a couple of cookies and some cocoa. Yeah, you get the parade. Yeah, you get the shows. Yeah, you get the fireworks and some snow. Other than that, I don't know if it's worth that amount of money, especially the closer you get to the date. If you have four people in your party, 4 adults, you're talking $50 for a few hours and some rides. I don't know if it's worth it. It's all up to you. I'm not saying not to go, and I'm not saying to go. But for a regular park ticket for a whole day, it's less than that. So, you got to weigh that out. You know, do you get an extra day, or do you go to this party? That's the key, because you're not getting a full day's worth. You get big crowds. That's also another one. Is big crowds for the parades and the fireworks, and it's tough. I've done Mickey's Not So Scary. I've not done the Christmas party yet. It's on my list, but I've done the Halloween party a few times, and the crowds can get crazy, especially for the parades and the fireworks. So you're fighting for a spot. I don't know if it's worth it. You get tired of fighting for spots, and then you're standing there and somebody comes up and stands right in front of you. That's a whole nother subject. We'll get into that another day. But people, they start lining up for these parades and these things, and at 5 o'clock, and you're now waiting in a 2-hour line to meet Jack and Sally, and I don't know if it's worth it. That's up to you. If you feel that you paid all that money to get a picture of that and miss out on a few other things, that's your choice. But I don't think it's worth that. You also do not get fast passes, so you cannot walk on. I mean, certain parties are thin enough further away from Christmas where you get the walk-on rides. The closer you get to the Christmas season, more crowded it gets. So now you're dealing with a larger crowd, longer lines. You're not getting the fast passes. You're frustrated, and you're stuck in a huge mass of people at Main Street. Some people just don't like Christmas, and that's a personal thing, I guess. So it's a few things that I feel, especially the money. That the main thing is the money. I don't know if it's worth it, because you're getting the cookies, you're getting the cocoa, you're getting all that stuff, you're getting the shows. Is it worth at least $100 per person? In my eyes, no, because you're spending, say, a family of 4. You're getting a night at this party for a few hours, 7 hours, 6 hours. So you're getting a few hours there. You're getting the shows, the cocoa, the snow, that Christmas feel. The parade's great, the fireworks show is great. Other than that, there's a lot of waiting, and there's a lot of long lines. So for $400, like $450 for a family of 4, you could get an extra night at a deluxe resort. I mean, you're not probably going to get the Grand Floridian. You could get a Poly, you could get the Boardwalk, you could get a beach club. You could stay somewhere for one night at a resort like that, and stay at the resort and enjoy the resort for that day. Or you can go to one of these parties. I don't know. You got to weigh that out. There's other things that are available that you could do that are huge as far as planning something like this. Now, there are other things happening all around Disney, so you don't have to just go to the Magic Kingdom for this party. Now, let's go over some holiday treats and beverages in other places. Now, you'll have the sweet treat category of the world, where gingerbread houses are life-size at the Grand Floridian, and season's offerings around Disney World resorts. There's other resorts that decorate to the nines as far as Christmas goes, and you could visit some of those places instead of going to a party like this. You could go to the Grand Floridian, where they have a huge gingerbread house. You can go to Wilderness Lodge, where they decorate amazing. It's amazing. You have to definitely go there if you're going to be there at Christmas time. You got to check out these resorts. Boardwalk is decorated. Disney Springs is decorated. Epcot is huge, and now Hollywood Studios has a lot of lights. I mean, they got rid of the Osborne lights, but they put up a lot of different lights, especially on the Tower of Terror, so they're using that as a backdrop. Plus, they have other shows going on throughout. And there's also Fort Wilderness campgrounds. A lot of people decorate huge, like, you got to go there to visit, just to walk around and check out the Christmas lights. All right, that is it for this week's show. We talked about the do's and the don'ts of the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And, you get all that info. You make that decision. You decide on whether it's worth it. And, there's other things to do. And we will be right back with closing out the show right after this.
Thank you very much. I'm here till Thursday.
All right, that is it for this week's show. Thank you for tuning in and listening to another episode. If you could, subscribe to us on iTunes, like us on Facebook, and check us out on Twitter. I also want to mention that we'll be doing a listener question show coming up in a few weeks. You can send them on over to goaskmickey@gmail.com and help us grow the Disney Nation by sharing the show. And until next time, Disney Nation, rock on.
Head on over to goaskmickey.com or check us out on Facebook or leave us a review on iTunes.